Hey guys, it's Ice here again, and I'm gonna be explaining the Year 1 Shun Sword Trial boss, as well as the Lucky 17 Sword Trial boss in this video from the perspective of the tank once more. When Year 1 Shun uses his Flame Charge attack, after he charges, make sure that he runs back to you so that he doesn't go to places where where the Wraith spawn. What you want to do is ensure that he's never directly where the Wraith spawn. If not, they'll just blow up instantly. For the reason why I'm deliberately kiting him around like this corner, or sometimes if there's not enough time to the opposite corner, the reason why is people just don't attack the Wraiths. I don't know why they don't attack the Wraiths. Like, if you don't specifically tell them in the raid, they won't do it. So honestly, if you just kite and let the boss follow you away from where the Wraiths are and keep kiting, eventually people will catch on and be like, oh, we have to kill the Wraiths so that we don't wipe. So as the tank, that's what I usually do, especially if I'm queuing for randoms. It's just easier that way. Fun fact, I learned that when the Wraiths explode, it's not like full map wide. It's a relatively large area, but you can actually run away so you don't eat like 30,000 damage and insta wipe. So if you're a healer, I recommend backing up. Just back up out of the explosion range, and I mean, let the DPS who don't want to kill the Wraiths die, and then we have a chance at the raid, you know. For the Inferno sweep mechanic, the best thing that you could do is you can actually look at where he jumps to before he charges, and then you can kind of extrapolate which position to stand. But if you don't want to do that, you can also just look down on the floor and just wait for the gap to appear. There also these tiny gaps in the corners. You can stand in those corners actually. If you don't have time to roll to the big gaps, you can stand in those corners to dodge his charge. It's actually quite good to have cloud steps for this boss if you're a tank, because after his skills like Inferno Sweep and Unending Flame, he would usually be pretty far from like the rest of the players. So as a tank, what you want to do is leap towards him, instantly get tread back, and then lead him to one of the corners where the Wraiths don't spawn. See, in this case, he uses the Burning Wraith move, and everyone is like so locked in on doing DPS here. And I noticed nobody's going to kill the Wraiths that I just pull the boss over to the opposite corner so that people will be like, wait, why is the boss leaving? Oh right, we gotta kill the Wraiths. Don't wipe me. During the Unending Flames mechanic, all you really need to do is make sure that you jump on the horse at the start, and then what you want to do is you want to go to where the horses spawn, and then you just want to dash to the left and to the right, back and forth. That way you can hit as many horses as possible if you have the timing. If you don't have the timing, just charge at the horses that you see. Should be fine. For the Lucky 17 boss, his opening move will always be like a high kick where he slams the ground with his foot. It is really good to parry it, because if you don't parry it, he will knock you up into the air where you levitate for like a couple of seconds, and it wastes time. It wastes a little bit of time. Immediately after that mechanic, he does this Fury Strike mechanic where he jumps into the middle of the ring. Usually the fight will take place there, in the middle of the ring. And then during the Fury Strike uh, ability mechanic, what he does is he'll grab usually a random player, or I think it's the highest DPS player, or if not, he just takes the closest player. Basically, he'll grab them into the air and he'll throw them across the map. You will see this like red pathway. If you stand at pathway and block, like you just hold right click and block, you can save your teammate. So make sure to save your teammate. Soon after doing all his like first DPS attacks, he'll start the Forge mechanic. for the first forge mechanic, it's really important that you break all the swords really quickly, because immediately after breaking all the swords, he'll go into the second phase and you'll watch the cutscene. Usually, the next mechanic he does after the cutscene is the Fury Strike skill. So what you want to do is just make sure that you have the timing right to save your teammate. There's not much to say between the times that he uses Fury Strike and Forge. For the stuff in between, just make sure you don't get hit, do enough DPS, parry all the attacks you can parry, and just, yeah, that's it. Not sure if this was a one-time case scenario, but we had like too many people blocking in the lane of the Fury Strike, and the healer just glitched through us and just flew and died.
We didn't too. He went to remember.
Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video, really. I didn't run as much as the last one because hype, man. It is what it is. Most of my rage is like directed to people who won't kill the burning wraiths in year one shun. Lucky 17 is pretty easy in comparison because there aren't really that many raid wiping mechanics besides if, I don't know, you grab the healers and then Fury strike the healers and the healers die, nobody saves them, but usually you should be able to save them as the tank player. And also, if you're picked up and nobody saves you, even as a tank player, you should have the HP to live anyway. You shouldn't wipe because of that, so it should be fine. Thanks everyone for watching the video here. I hope it could help some people out, especially tankers trying to be better tankers. I'm not sure if you guys want to see like a build video, like how I've built myself. I feel like it's pretty standard. I'm just following the recommended build path of the game, what the game gives you. I didn't really change anything. I can show how to use the skills like optimally. Not that I use them optimally all the time, but yeah. Also, I have a guild with a friend right here. I'm the vice guild master of my friend's guild, and the guild master is this Suzuyun guy here. You see DPS, always rocking top DPS the entire game here. He makes guides too, by the way, if you want to see how to do. I think it's the Infernal blades and the umbrella, and I think he just released a video on how to optimally build twin blades to do shit ton of damage like him. So if you want to see that in your DPS, make sure to look at the video. I'll link it in the description. I'm a brother, So yeah, I'll put the guild name in the description as well because it's in Chinese characters. So yeah, I hope this video helps people. Ice out. Peace, guys.